Speaking of Russia, a Democratic senator fighting for another term in Florida is taking heat now for suggesting Russians have already hacked some of the state's election systems without giving details. State officials say they've seen no evidence to support Senator Bill Nelson's claim, and his Republican challenger, Governor Rick Scott, says Nelson made a very serious charge but provided no proof. All this happening as hackers gather this weekend and try to break into mock versions of swing state election board websites. This is happening at the annual DEF CON Hacker Convention in Las Vegas. And joining us now is Jake Braun. He is one of the men in charge of DEF CON's Election Village, and he's a former White House liaison to Homeland Security under President Obama. So, Jake, I understand you had children hacking into mock election board websites. Just how easy was it? What were they able to do?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Anna. The first kid got in. It was an 11-year-old girl. She got in and took over the kind of mock Florida website in under 10 minutes and was able to change election results and change the winners and losers and all that stuff. By the end of the weekend, the kids were, changing people's names to like Bob the Builder and all that kind of stuff, coming up with some pretty creative things to do to mess with the election results. You're saying children were able to do this? Yeah, so unfortunately, it's so easy to do that we didn't put this particular challenge in the main room where the adult hackers are hacking into voting machines, because it's so easy to hack into these websites that they wouldn't find it interesting or fun or challenging. So we decided to give it to kids to do. And so we had about 50 kids doing it, and almost all of them were able to get in and change election results or something else on the page. Again, these are mock websites. The National Association of Secretaries of State says that the mock sites really aren't representative of the real sites because, quote, it would be extremely difficult to replicate these systems since many states utilize unique networks and custom-built databases with new and updated security protocols. Is that a fair point? Well, no, I think they kind of totally missed the point, actually. This is something that we know Russia has actually done in the Ukraine before. They hacked into a Ukrainian government website that was announcing election results. The Ukrainians caught it, fortunately, but then Russian media announced that their preferred candidate had won when, in fact, he hadn't. And attacking these websites, whether it be through just a DDoS attack to take the site down, which is incredibly easy, or to change election results, is something that we know that Russian hackers can do because they've already done it in other countries. And what's important here, and what I think it would be great if these election officials saw, is that we need to try and start coming up with ways to sensitize the public to this now and come up with standard operating procedures. So if a website of, let's say, Florida or Ohio in the 2020 election gets hacked, election officials have a way to communicate with the public, the media, and so on about what the real election results are. So we're hoping that folks can take from this example that they should start training for this now. And by the way, we had the Secretary of State of the largest state in the country, California, attend and speak at the event. And even Trump's former cyber czar, Rob Joyce, who's now back at NSA, said that he was really happy we were doing this, and that we should know for sure that our adversaries are absolutely training on how to hack into these machines and websites and so on. And so it's good to have the good guys, our hackers, doing it this weekend to identify vulnerabilities we can fix. Absolutely. It's enlightening. Jake Braun, thank you very much. Thank you.